Hello everyone. It is Charlotte here. Welcome to Index Friday. This is what we are making. This little kind of a bauble ornament, and it is on an envelope, and this is your index card. How cute is this? So I'm here to say that this is the one I will be giving away. This is it, not the one that we're going to be creating, because I no longer have this paper. And when I made this, I didn't check first. So we're going to make this, but the one we make is the one I'm going to keep, and this is the one that is going to be going out. So let's get started. Let me see if I can grab, hopefully I have everything that I need. Here's my index card. That goes with the index card. Okay. So I have a 6x6, I think this is. A 6x6 piece of cardstock. It is a 6 by, my goodness, Charlotte, I'm sure, 6x6. There you go. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your 6x6 and you're going to go to your scoreboard, and you are going to score at the 1/2 inch, and then you're going to score at 3 1/4, and then you are going to turn the paper to what will be the bottom and score at a 1/2 inch. And then whatever is your top, you're not going to score on the right-hand side. Whatever's your top, you could score at a 1/2 inch if you wanted. I scored at 3/4. So what is going to happen is this is going to be folded, and that's going to glue on that. So that's how that comes off. So once again, a 1/2 inch on the left side, a 1/2 inch at the bottom, 3/4 of an inch at the top, and 3 1/4 down the middle. So once you get that, you're going to fold your folds, and then obviously we don't need all this bulk. We need this piece here because this is going to be your flap. But we don't need this because when this is folded over, this will be your top, this will be your bottom. So we are going to cut this off like that, and we are going to angle in just a tiny bit here. And then we are going to do the same thing at the bottom. We're going to cut this and get rid of this, and we are going to angle in just a tiny bit there. And then we're going to take where this folds over, to make it easier, we're going to just go ahead and cut just a little bit on the angle so that when it folds in, it looks like that. And then we're going to do the same thing at the bottom fold. We're just going to come in like that. So what happens then is this gets glued, and then this will come up like that. This will fold in. So we're going to do the same thing here. Just come in just at a little bit of an angle. And then what I like to do is take a divot out of this here, because our index card then is going to come in here. So I like to take a little bit of a divot, and I used a smaller hole punch, and I'm wondering, I think I'm going to use a larger one this time. So I'm not going to distress this, but I think I will. Let me just come up a little bit more here because I've got a flap, so it's not going to be an issue. Make sure I don't have an issue when I want to fold this up. So we're going to put glue now on this edge here to make our envelope. Just like that. And then we are going to fold this over. And I look like I'm off just a tiny bit. And that's okay. And I can see up here, I'm just not the straightest little cutter, so sometimes you have to come in and you just have to clean up your little mess. Then we're going to fold our bottom up and we're going to glue it shut. Just like that. And for the most part then, our envelope is made. Here's our flap that closes. There we go. I think I need to be burnished a little bit better. Just like that. There we go. So then we have to make our little, maybe we should do let's do this first and get it out of the way. So this was what, 3 1/4, something like that. So we need to cut our index card. So let's do that. Cutting our index card. I am going to cut off. I'm going to cut between the first 2 lines. Being lazy and not measuring. I didn't even do that straight, did I? Maybe I did. Okay. So let's see if this is going to fit in here. Let's make sure. It does, but it's a little bit tight. So I am going to cut just a little bit more off. And I'll give you the measurement of what I have here in just a second. Let's just get it to where I know I want it, and then I'll give you the measurement for this. And I am hitting the bottom, and I don't know why. I shouldn't be hitting the bottom. You should be good. Okay, well that's why I'm hitting the bottom. All right then, and I'm still not even. What is going on with me today? Okay, let's just trim that the littlest bit, and I didn't realize, but I need to take some off. I vaguely remember that. I'm going to take a 1/2 inch off the end, and then I should fit. It should be fine, and it is. So what we ended up with for measurement, and we need to know this because we have to cut our cardstock, is we ended up being 4 1/2 long by 2 1/2 high. So that's what we're going to cut this into, 4 1/2 long. So I like this end better, 4 1/2 by 2 1/2. Let's go that side and keep your fingers crossed. Okay. So 4 1/2 by 2 1/2, and we're gonna hope it fits. And for the most part, it does. So now we're gonna get out our glue, and you know the drill. We have to attach this to our card. And I think it might be easier to glue the card. So get out the glue. Make sure we get enough on. Okay, that should work. And we are done then with that glue stick. Don't need it again. So we're gonna put this on. And then I had a sticker that I put on mine. I will show you, just in case you didn't catch it when I showed you in the beginning. There we go. I put a sticker on here because it was a little bit plain. Season's Greetings is what I put on there. And so if you want to put a sticker on here, you can. I'm a little bit off, but I'm thinking I'm not enough off for that to bother me. So I'm gonna leave it, and I'm gonna pull out this page that has the stickers and see if there's something I think might go with this. You know, the gold Christmas tree that I used in day 16 would have been so beautiful on this. But I'm looking at this. I kind of like let's go with this ho 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 because it's green, and I just think that that's going to complement the gold. So let's go with this. And I'm going to put it up in the left-hand corner. You can put your sticker or tag or whatever you want. Look at how cute that is. Okay, whoever wins this, if you prefer mine over this one here, I can't imagine why you would, because this one with the balls is just cute. But then you're going to slide that right in your little envelope. This is going to come down and, you know, pretty much stays closed, but you've got options. You could do a tab down here if you wanted. You could do string or ribbon around this. You could do this with a, you can't use, I tried to use, and you can see it sitting here, the Velcro dots, but I had forgotten about this divot, and so the dot wouldn't fit. You could do a paper clip with some lace on it, or a really cute little, like a Christmas tree paper clip or whatever you want it to really make this stand out. But in the meantime now, we have to put our ornament on there. So what I did is I have a circle punch. This is the circle punch that I used, and I punched out, this is, I think, this is 1.5 inches circle punch. Obviously, the smaller your ornament, the larger your ornament. So I punched out, I think there's 8. Yes, there's 8 little circles, and then you're going to fold them in half, right sides together, just like that. And then you're just going to take your bone folder or something and just kind of give it a good burnish. Then what you're going to do is take your glue, and you're going to start. This is going to be the base, so this is going to lay flat. So technically, I guess you could leave one where you didn't fold it, but I fold them all. You're going to take a little bit of glue, and you're going to run it right down the center. And you want this glue line to be thin, because if you have it coming up on the sides, what's going to happen then is your layers are going to stick where you don't want them to stick. And then you're going to take one of your circles, and you're going to just lay it there in the center. And then I like to take a bone folder or something and then just run it in the center like that so that you know it's down. But then I wouldn't flatten this out. Keep it up so that if you did get any glue where it shouldn't be, it's not going to bother it. So I'm going to work probably in twos and give that a chance to dry. So I'm going to take the next one, and I'm going to take and do the exact same thing. Put my glue down there, put the next one on, and just kind of try to keep it up so if there's glue, it can't go anywhere. But this is so simple. You can see this is really, really easy. And then I'm going to kind of put that off to dry, and I'm going to do the next one. This would be really fun with large circles and then on a gift. Wouldn't that be so cute? So all we're doing is layering these, and then we'll put them all together. But this way they have just a chance to dry. And then the last two, the same thing. It's going to be interesting to put this in an envelope to mail it because I'm going to have to flatten it. I have no choice. I have to flatten it. But when you get it, you can just go ahead and pop it all out. So now, see, I think I got glue on that one where I didn't want it. So we'll leave this one, the last one, to dry. So this was the first one we did, so it's obviously going to be the most dry. So we're going to put glue on this. I guess you could call this a little pop-up. And then we're going to glue this double on there like that. And try to separate them, and then once again take your bone folder to make sure that they're adhered and that they're not sticking together. Just like that. Then we're going to do the same thing again. A little bit of glue. And take the next set of doubles and adhere those. And try to make sure nothing's sticking where it shouldn't be. Then we're going to take our last one and we're going to put it right on top. And just like that. Hopefully none of them are sticking where you don't want them to stick. And then you're going to have to manipulate it just a little bit to get it to how you want it to be. But you can. It'll go where you want it to. Okay, so it needs just a few minutes to dry, but meanwhile, we are going to have it go, I guess. Well, it really could go anywhere, but I think we're going to have it go there. So I'm going to take a little piece of ribbon and I'm going to cut it. And then we want it to look like it's hanging down. So we're going to do a little line of glue like that and adhere our ribbon. Just like that. Cut this off. So once we get our ribbon on like this, what we're going to do then is we are going to flatten out the very first piece, kind of grab this and glue it on to where we want it to be. So I think I'm going to go about like that. Oh, see, I put it over. I did the same thing with that one. I put my ribbon over to the side. See how I kind of came off the edge there? So that's what I'm going to have to do on this one. Hopefully I've not ruined it, but I wasn't thinking about that. So you're going to want to put the middle of this, obviously, where your ribbon is, or it's not going to look natural. And I think I'm good. So we've got that, and then you're just gonna kind of open these up a little bit. Just open these. And get them the way you want them. You're just gonna have to manipulate them to get them how you want them, and then they'll go however it is that you want. You just open your little folds and place them like that. And then I've got a little bow here, and we are going to glue our little bow on. Just on the top. And then if you want, you can trim your edges. I may not have enough glue on here, and I don't. I'm gonna have to get out the Fabrifix. I can see that right now. Let's get out the Fabrifix. I kind of wondered about that, and then on mine I put a little jewel. We're going to put a little jewel on here as well. Just a tiny bit of Fabrifix. Stick our bow on there. Yeah, that's much better. And I've got a jewel, so let me see if I can grab something to grab the jewel with. And yes, I do have a tiny one. Just get a little bit of glue on there and just get that right on there like that. And my friends, there you have it. Isn't that just so cute? Look at that. So this is going to be the giveaway. Isn't that so cute? And then just manipulate this till you get it the way you want it so it looks full. And if you weren't happy with 8, you might go for 9 or 10 of them. But there you go. And you've got a sweet little writing space spot right there. So I hope you really enjoyed this share. And now let's do some giveaways. And I need to get into my comments and draw some more names. I know that. But let's work off of what we have. I had created this one, and it has no ribbon. It's just an envelope, and it has nothing inside. I'm going to go ahead and do an index card. This, I'm going to see if there's maybe, I can put a ribbon at the bottom. and a dangle. So I'm going to give this one away. And we're giving this away today. And I was thinking, I don't know if anybody would want these. I don't know if you could use them. So can you let me know in the comments if you think I should give these away? I'm going to give this away. If you remember when I did this, I'm going to give this away too. And then we're going to give away a bunch of the die cuts. So let's give away this first, because this is, okay, Carol Jaggers, that is yours. Just contact me through Etsy, please, and give me your address. Sherry Liberto, you can have this little goodie right there. Then we've got, let's give this away, and this goes to Susie Emery. And then we're going to give away die cuts. So, Shabby Rose Creations by Kim. I just sent you die cuts last week. I remember that. So, we're going to move on. And Kathy, I sent you die cuts. I want to make sure everybody gets die cuts, and then we'll just keep going. Carolyn Shanks, you don't have die cuts. Sherry Vanderpool, you don't have die cuts. Jane Dilly, you don't have die cuts. Gigi Hanna doesn't have die cuts. Let's see, 2-4. Sherry Liberto's got that, and I will put some die cuts in with that. And Crafts by Diane and Sherry Liberto. Why is your name in here so many times? Why? Oh, because I just put that back in there, but I'm throwing that out because I already had your name. Phyllis Maroney. Okay, so that's 2, 4, 6. Let's just go ahead and pull the last 2 out, and then I will get back with my comments. Joni Johnson gets die cuts, and Crafts by Diane is already in here, so we had you twice. All right, I'm going to throw that out too. Okay, so all the names mentioned, please just get me your addresses. Some of them I do have. I know I've got Joni's address. I know I've got Sherry Liberto's address. I'm pretty sure I've got Sherry Vanderpool's address, Carolyn Shank's address. Crafts by Diane, I think I do. Jane, I might, but just to be on the safe side, Gigi, Jane, and Phyllis, if you will just go ahead and message me and get that to me, I'll appreciate it. I will get all this in the mail to you this week. I've got to get busy creating more die cuts. So guys, one more thing I wanted to mention to you, because we got cut off last week. When I do the dies, I have a lot of leftover little scraps, and so I am getting punches out and punching. There's 3 different sizes of tags, and there's tabs. So I am putting those in everybody's die cuts. I hope you don't mind. They're not die cuts, but we can all use them. So take care of yourselves, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.